Hi guys, so we've already finished the pre-lessons for the Minano Nihongo textbook, and we've also discussed the alphabets, the hiragana and the katakana alphabets of the Minano Nihongo textbook. As for today, we would be discussing the first sentence pattern, which the first 5 sentence patterns are fundamentals in learning the language, since more or less the other lessons would be based on the first almost on the first lessons. It's like the other lessons are interconnected with each other. It's very important to learn the first 5 lessons by heart to master the language. So the Ika, lesson number 1. The first sentence pattern in learning Japanese is noun 1 wa, noun 2 des. Well, this pattern would be used even in the advanced lessons. So it's very important to understand the parts of the sentences. It's very important to know what is a noun, what is a subject particle, what is a linking verb, in order for you to understand the patterns of the Japanese language. Because if you don't know what a noun is, or if you can distinguish the difference between a noun and an adjective and a pronoun, we would be having a hard time understanding the language. So if you're having a problem, or if you're having any confusions in regards to the parts of the English language, you could approach us and send us a comment, so we could give you some pointers on how to determine if it's a noun, adjective. It's very important to be transparent in this part of the lesson. Other students are having a hard time because they're not asking questions, since they are too shy to ask. But believe me, it's not the Japanese language that they are confused with. It's the parts of the sentences in the English language that they are confused with. So in Tagalog, nahihirapan silang maintindihan yung language kasi hindi nila alam yung pagkakaiba ng pangalan, pandiwa, basic stuff like that. And it's understandable, since we all know not all of you are fresh grad anymore, no? It's very easy to forget some things kung matagal na kayong graduate. Syempre, even the most basic parts of the sentences, you could forget them. So don't be shy. So noun 1 wa, noun 2 des. In this basic sentence pattern, noun 2 describes noun 1. So for example, Ray. Whenever you see Ray, take note that Ray is an example in Japanese. So I am a Filipino. Our noun 1 here is I, which is watashi in Japanese. And our noun 2 is Filipino, which is Philippine Jin in Japanese. So we start the sentence with watashi, noun 1 wa, and then noun 2 des. So watashi wa Philippine Jin des. So Philippine Jin describes watashi, which is your noun 1. The other sentence is watashi. Watashi is still your noun 1. And then your noun 2 is sensei, which is a teacher. So, to make this easier to understand, I would give you another sentence using this sentence pattern. For example, you're not a teacher but you're a doctor. So you could use watashi as your noun 1 and isha, which is a doctor, as noun 2. So how would you say it? So before giving you the answer, I would give you a minute or two to formulate your own sentence. To translate this, I am a doctor. So, in the sentence, I is still your noun 1 and doctor or isha is your noun 2. So, watashi wa isha desu. We are finished with the positive or affirmative sentence. Now, let's proceed to the negative sentence, which is noun 1 wa, noun 2 ja arimasen. So, the pattern is the same, but we replace the linking verb des with ja arimasen. Ja arimasen is the negative form of the verb des, of the linking verb des. Dewa arimasen is the polite form of ja arimasen. Dewa is read, deha is the spelling, but it is read as dewa. So for the example, I'm not a Filipino. Watashi wa Philippine jin ja arimasen. I'm not a teacher. Watashi wa sensei ja arimasen. So to express a question, we just add ka to the sentence. So Ray, are you a Japanese? So you in Japanese is anata. So anata wa nihonjin desu ka? If you remove the ka in this sentence, it is equivalent to stating you are a Japanese. But if you place ka after the sentence, it becomes a question. It becomes, are you a Japanese? Is Mr. Tanaka a Filipino? Tanaka-san wa Philippine jin desu ka? So there are 3 ways in answering a question. Positive, positive. Negative, negative. Negative, positive. So, is Mr. Kenneth a teacher? How do you ask, is Mr. Kenneth a teacher? Kineto-san wa sensei desu. And then add ka. So, there are 3 ways to answer the question. Yes, Mr. Kenneth is a teacher. So, how do you say yes and no in Japanese? When saying yes, you say hai, H-A-I. When saying no, you say ie. Kineto-san wa sensei desu ka? Hai, Kineto-san wa sensei desu. Ie, Kineto-san wa sensei ja arimasen. Or negative positive, ie, Kineto-san wa, and then he or she stated the job description of Mr. Kenneth, which is a bank employee or ginko-in. So, ie, no, Mr. Kenneth is a bank employee. Ie, kineto-san wa ginko-in desu. So, the particle mo is usually used when two people are conversing and you would like to agree or you would like to say also or to. In Tagalog, for example, kausap mo, gusto mong sabihin ako rin or si ano rin. You use mo. Instead of saying two sentences, you use mo to agree. So, Ray, are you also an Indonesian? So, Anya na. It's a typo error. So, are you also an Indonesian? Anata mo, Indonesia jin desu ka? And then you answer, yes, I am an Indonesian. So, how do you say that? I'll give you 1 minute to try how to answer this question. Hi, watashi wa Indonesia jin desu. What if you're not an Indonesian? You say, ie, watashi wa Philippine jin desu. Noun 1, no. Noun 2. Mr. Tanaka is an elective student. Tanaka-san wa electi no gakusei desu. Tanaka-san wa electi no gakusei desu. So, noun 2 belongs to noun 1. So, the student belongs to electi. Let's change electi into another school. For example, let's try Ateneo. Just to make this easier to comprehend. So, Kimura. Let's use Kimura as our point person. So, Kimura-san wa Ateneo no gakusei desu. So, Mr. Kimura is a student of Ateneo. If you're confused with the no particle, you could always think of it as apostrophe S. So, pwede nyong isipin, para hindi kayo malito, na yung particle no ay apostrophe S. So, how does that work? So, Tanaka-san wa electis gakusei desu. So, it's easier. Hindi kayo malilito kung anong mas malaki. Pero normally, mas malaki dito yung noun 1. Kasi nagbebelong yung noun 2 sa noun 1. Another example. So, this is an elective student. What if it's an elective employee? So, Tanaka-san wa electi no shain desu. So, it's like that. It's the same with sentence number 2. So, watashi wa Toyota no shain desu. Toyota is your noun 1. Shain or employee is your noun 2. So, where does the employee belong? To Toyota. So, Toyota is bigger. So, particles. Wa. Mo. No. Noun 1, organization where noun 2 belongs. Interrogatives, dare. The polite form of dare is donata. How old? Nansai. Oikutsu is the polite form of nansai. So that's the end of lesson 1. We would proceed now to lesson 2 and lesson 3. Lesson 2 and 3 is in the same slide. So yeah.